Just want to say peace, shalom. What up, y'all? To all my gods and goddesses out there, it's another beautiful AM, and we've come to praise the Almighty, God of all creation, the ruler of all things. And we've come to read in the book of Enoch. I hope you rested well last night. But it's time to get up, and it's time to do things that need to be done in this day. The 24 hours that we've been allotted with, once again, it's time to use it in a prime way so that we can receive top of the line results. Alright, so we're going into the book of Enoch, and it's going to be book 5. It's the Epistle of Enoch, chapter 91. Let's get it. Glad you joined me. Alright. And now, my son Methuselah, call to me all thy brothers, and gather together to me all the sons of thy mother. For the word calls me, and the Spirit is poured out upon me, that I may show you everything that shall befall you forever. And thereupon Methuselah went and summoned to him all his brothers, and assembled his relatives. And he spake unto all the children of righteousness, and said, Hear ye, sons of Enoch, all the words of your father, and hearken aright to the voice of my mouth. For I exhort you, and say unto you, Beloved, love uprightness, and walk therein, and draw not nigh to unrighteousness with a double heart, and associate not with those of a double heart, but walk in righteousness, my sons, and it shall guide you on good paths, and righteousness shall be your companion. For I know that violence must increase on the earth, and a great chastisement be executed on the earth, and all unrighteousness come to an end. Yeah, it shall be cut off from its roots, and its whole structure be destroyed. And unrighteousness shall again be consummated on the earth, and all the deeds of unrighteousness and of violence and transgression shall prevail in a twofold degree. And when sin and unrighteousness and blasphemy and violence and all kinds of deeds increase, and apostasy and transgression and uncleanness increase, a great chastisement shall come from heaven upon all these. And the Holy Lord will come forth with wrath and chastisement to execute judgment on earth. This is basically self-explanatory. It's not as mysterious as the other chapters. This sounds more so like a chapter that should be in the Bible. The whole thing should be in the Bible, and was intentionally extracted from the Bible. However, this is a message of hope for our people. This message says that whenever you see these things increasing, these violent acts increasing, these destructive ways increasing in the earth, then you know that the Creator is going to rectify that. You know that recompense for the Creator and the Creator's people is coming soon. As any person knows, negativity can't last forever. Nothing lasts forever except for the truth, except for love. And energy doesn't go away, it just changes form. And so if you have negative energy, it doesn't go away. You change the form of that energy into something positive. And with the same force that negativity was sent to you, you transform it and you send it out in that same force in the form of positivity. That's what we aim to do. All the negativity in the earth, we plan to reciprocate and make it positive and send it out with that same force, that same power, but using the power of good, using the velocity of truth, if you will. Alright, so let's go on. We're in verse 8, y'all. In those days violence shall be cut off from its roots, and the roots of unrighteousness together with deceit, and they shall be destroyed from under heaven. That's comforting. And all the idols of the heathen shall be abandoned, and the temples burned with fire, and they shall remove them from the whole earth. And they, the heathen, shall be cast into the judgment of fire, and shall perish in wrath and in grievous judgment forever. And the righteous shall arise from their sleep, and wisdom shall arise and be given unto them. And after that the roots of unrighteousness shall be cut off, and the sinners shall be destroyed by the sword, and the blasphemers destroyed in every place. I like that. And those who plan violence and those who commit blasphemy shall perish by the sword. I wonder what type of sword that is. Hey, I know it's the sword of the gospel. But sometimes I be picturing like this nice katana or something, just cutting off the unrighteous and doing away with them. Because if you are a righteous individual, then unrighteousness in the earth is just something that you get tired of tolerating. You know, whenever intelligence is there, then ignorance is hard to tolerate. Once you gain knowledge in a certain area, you don't want to deal with the ignorance anymore. However, when you remain ignorant, you're okay with the ignorance that surrounds you. All right, let's keep it going. We are on verse 13. And now I tell you, my sons, and show you the paths of righteousness and the paths of violence. Yeah, I will show them to you again, that ye may know what will come to pass. And now hearken unto me, my sons, and walk in the paths of righteousness, and walk not in the paths of violence. For all who walk in the paths of unrighteousness shall perish forever. Self-explanatory. Chapter 92, y'all. The book written by Enoch. Enoch indeed wrote this complete doctrine of wisdom, which is praised of all men, and a judge of all the earth, for all my children who shall dwell on the earth, and for the future generations who shall observe uprightness and peace. Let not your spirit be troubled on account of the times, for the Holy and Great One has appointed days for all things. Hallelujah. And the righteous one shall arise from sleep, shall arise and walk in the paths of righteousness, and all his paths and conversation shall be in eternal goodness and grace. He will be gracious to the righteous, and give him eternal uprightness, and he will give him power, so that he shall be endowed with goodness and righteousness. And he shall walk in eternal light. Oh, that is awesome. And sin shall perish in darkness forever, and shall no more be seen from that day forevermore. Alright, so we read the book of Enoch, beginning at chapter 91, on up through chapter 92. I'm going to get at you in a little bit, have me a little more coffee, and we're going to read chapter 93, most likely through 95. Until then, I want you to be secure, be whole, be sound-minded, regardless of what you encounter or are trying to endure or required to endure. There we go. It's still early. But whatever you have to face on today or any other day, you can do it. If you couldn't get through it, then the Creator wouldn't allow you to have to face it. All right? I believe in you, and I trust the Creator in you. I trust the Creator in me, because if the Creator allows it, then the Creator will guide you through it. I am a witness of this. What is the story of my life? I appreciate you on today. Be strong, be wholesome, be seasoned in the faith. Let your situation cause you to be conditioned in a state of righteousness. In other words, learn obedience through the things that you suffer. Yeah, the struggle is real, so is the reward. Alright, I'm going to get at you. Be well, y'all.